Have you ever faced a moment where you could do the easy thing or the right thing? I want to share a story about a simple walk that turned into a huge test of character. It all started on a pretty average Tuesday afternoon. I was heading to a coffee shop, my mind buzzing with deadlines and a long to-do list. The streets were busy, people rushing past, each lost in their own world. And then I saw it. Lying on the gray pavement, almost blending in, was a wallet. A thick, brown leather wallet. My first instinct was just to keep walking. I was late, I had things to do, and honestly, dealing with a lost wallet seemed like a major hassle. Someone else would probably pick it up, right? But something stopped me. Curiosity, maybe? Or perhaps that little voice in the back of your head that sometimes pipes up. I bent down and picked it up. It felt heavy, substantial. I glanced around, but no one seemed to be frantically searching. The person who dropped it was long gone. Now came the real dilemma. What do I do? The temptation was definitely there. I opened it just a crack. I could see a thick stack of cash. My mind immediately started racing. That money could solve a lot of little problems for me. Pay off a bill, treat myself to something nice, you know the drill. For a split second, I imagined just taking the cash and tossing the wallet into the nearest trash can. No one would ever know. It felt like a victimless crime, a finders keepers situation. But then, I saw the driver's license. I saw a face. A man, probably in his late 60s, with a kind, crinkly smile. Suddenly, this wasn't just an anonymous wallet filled with cash. It belonged to a real person. His name was Arthur. Tucked behind the license were photos. One was of him with a woman, probably his wife, both of them beaming on a beach. Another showed him holding a tiny baby, a look of pure joy on his face. These weren't just pictures, they were snippets of a life that I was now holding in my hands. The cash didn't seem so appealing anymore. I thought about Arthur. Maybe he was a grandfather on his way to buy a gift for his grandchild. Maybe that cash was for rent or for groceries for the week. The panic he must be feeling right now. I knew that feeling of losing something important, that sinking pit in your stomach. The guilt washed over me. Keeping the money was no longer an option. It wasn't my story, it was Arthur's. I found his address on the license. It wasn't too far, just a few neighborhoods over. The coffee shop could wait. Finding Arthur's house was easy. It was a modest, well-kept home with a garden full of blooming flowers. I walked up to the door and rang the bell, my heart pounding a little. An older woman, the same one from the beach photo, opened the door. She looked worried. I asked if Arthur was home and explained that I found his wallet. Her face instantly flooded with relief. She called his name, and a moment later, Arthur appeared. He looked exactly like his photo, though the crinkly smile was replaced with a look of deep concern. When he saw the wallet in my hand, his whole demeanor changed. He was so grateful he could barely find the words. He explained that the money was for a special anniversary trip he and his wife had been saving up for. He tried to offer me a reward, all the cash that was in there, but I refused. Seeing the relief and happiness on their faces was more than enough reward for me. We talked for a little while, and he told me stories about the people in the photos. It was like I'd stepped into his life for a brief moment. Walking away from their house, I felt good, really good. Better than any amount of money could have made me feel. That day, I didn't just find a wallet. I found a little bit of faith in doing the right thing. It's easy to think the world is a tough place, but moments like these remind you that a little bit of honesty and kindness can make a huge difference, not just for someone else, but for you too. So, the next time you're faced with a choice, remember Arthur. The best rewards aren't always the ones you can hold in your hand. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.